Hello guys and welcome to the lecture of control systems. Today in this lecture we will discuss about the block diagram reduction techniques. Here block diagram reductions, when number of blocks are connected, then the overall transfer functions can be obtained by the block diagram reduction techniques. And here we have some rules on the block diagram reduction techniques. Here we have the rule number 1. Here when blocks are connected in cascade, when blocks are in series or cascade form, suppose we have here G1 and another G2, CS, and here we have RS. Since G1 and G2 are in series, so we'll simply multiply this. So our required transfer function will be G1 into G2. And we have the rule second, when blocks are in parallel, suppose we have the input here and let us consider 3 blocks, G1, G2 and G3, and here we have the summing point, plus, here also plus, and here also plus. So CS and RS. Here G1, G2 and G3, these three are in parallel. So here our required transfer function will be, since G1, G2 and G3 are in parallel, since here we have the summing point and here we have all positive, so write here G1 plus G2 plus G3, and we have the rule third, and we have the rule third, moving or take a point, moving a take off point ahead of a block, ahead of a block. Let's suppose we have G1 here and CS, and here we have the take up point here. So we have the rule third, moving a take up point ahead of a block. So if you need this take up point here, so for this we can draw it as G1 here, and here we have CS, and here we have RS. Suppose we need this take up point here, so for this we can write here G1 here will be, and this is the our required, and we have rule 4, moving takeoff point after the block. Here we have G, and here we have CS and RS. Suppose the takeoff point is right now here, and we need to move this takeoff point here. So for this our equivalent diagram will be, and right now we need take a point here, so for this you can write here 1 by G, and here we have CS and RS, and we have the rule, fifth rule we have this, moving a summing point beyond a block. Suppose right now we have summing point here and the block connected here, GS and CS, and here we have X and Y. Suppose we need this summing point here and this block should be here, so our equivalent block will be here. Suppose we need here GS should be here and this summing point should be beyond a block, so our summing point will be here and plus, and here will be minus, and here will be GS. And X will be here and CS. Here it is plus and it is minus. And we have the rule 6th. Moving a summing point ahead of a block. Here we have the rule 6, moving a summing point ahead of a block. Since we have GS here and summing point here, and here we have RS plus minus X of S and RS, and here will be RS into GS. Since these both are in cascade form, since we have the 6 rules, moving a summing point ahead of a block, so our required means we need summing point here, RS here and 1 by GS, so we can write here 1 by GS. X of S, and here will be GS. So these are the techniques for the block diagram reduction techniques. Now I am going to solve a problems related on this. Here we need to find the transfer functions using block diagram reduction techniques. Then here we have G2 and G and S2. Since we have here negative feedback, so for this, and again we have one G1 and H1, and this is also in negative feedback, so these two can be reduced as here plus minus, and we, by applying negative feedback we can write G1 by 1 plus G1 into S1. So here we have G1 by 1 plus G1 into H1, again applying here negative feedback we can write here G2 upon 1 plus G2 into S2. And here we have CS. Now these two are in cascade, means series, so we'll simply multiply this. RS, we have negative feedback, S3. Since these two are in cascade form, so we'll simply multiply this. So by multiplying it, G1 into G2 upon 1 plus G1 into S1, and we have here 1 plus G2 into S2. So CS. and here we have again in negative feedback, so we'll apply this here in negative feedback. So by applying the negative feedback, we can write here g1 g2 a required transfer function will be here. After applying the negative feedback, 1 plus g1 s1 plus g2 s2 plus g1 s3 g2 plus g1 g2 s1 and s2. And here will be cs and rs. So this is our required transfer function, sir. And here we have given one system, sir, and here we need to find the overall transfer functions of the given system, sir. And here we have one by r2 and one by sc2. These two are in cascaded form, sir. So we will multiply these two. So for this we have rs and minus 1 by r1 So after multiplying this, you can write here 1 by r2 sc2, and here we have cs. sc2 is here. Now there is now here we'll try to apply negative feedback here, sir. Here we'll try to apply negative feedback here, sir. Since we have 1 by r sc2 and there is not any block given here, so we'll assume it as a negative at unity negative feedback. So for this we can write here plus minus 1 by r1 1 upon sc1. And here we have 1. So after applying the negative feedback, we can write here 1 upon 1 plus r2 c2 and s. And here we have the transfer function cs, and we have sc2 here we have. Now there is no any negative feedback and positive feedbacks. Now I'll try to keep this take a point. Now I'll try to have this take a point here. So for this we have here plus and minus Now here we'll try to keep this take a point here. and we have previously studied all the rules. So for this we can write here and here we have CS SC2 we have here. Now since we have here negative feedback 1, so we have 1 upon 1 plus R2SC2S. Finally get here 1 plus R2SC2. So you can apply this technique here. Now here 1 by SC1 and 1 by 1 plus R2 into C2S. These two are in cascaded. Then we will multiply these two blocks. So now here we have RS 1 upon R1 so by applying the in cascaded form we have by multiplying we have 1 upon SC1 plus R2 C2 C1 and S square since they were in cascaded form, and here we have CS SC2 1 plus R2 C2 and S. Now here SC2 and 1 by SC2, since SC2 is the feedback, so here we have negative feedback again. So by applying here negative feedback we can write here plus and minus RS, and here we have 1 by R1 since assume it as a G and assume it as a H. So by applying negative feedback we have G by 1 plus G into H. So by applying this we'll get here 1 upon SC1 plus R2 C1 C2 and S square plus SC2. And here we have CS 1 plus R2 C2 and S. Now again these two are in cascaded forms, so we'll multiply these two blocks. And here we have RES. So after multiplying we'll get here 1 upon R1 C1S plus R1 R2 C1 C2 and S square plus S and S R C2. And here we have 1 plus R2 C2 and S. And again we have here negative feedback, so we can simply apply the negative feedback here. Simply you can use the formula for negative feedback of G upon 1 plus G into S. So finally we will get here the overall transfer functions 1 upon 1 plus R1 R2 C1 C2 and S square plus and R1 C1 plus R2 C2, and since here we have 1 R1 R2 C2 and plus R1 C2 into S. So this will be our required transfer functions, overall transfer functions, and CS. So in this we can solve the problems related block diagram reduction techniques. Thanks for watching the lecture.